my confident and honest Aries friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Aries, this week begins with a soft stirring, almost like the gentle warmth that creeps in just before dawn. You may feel a quiet but insistent pulse beneath the surface, an urge to move, to act, to let your presence be felt. Yet there's a subtle uncertainty woven through your days right now. A part of you is luminous, bold, and eager, but another part quietly wonders if that brightness will be received or if it will overwhelm. It's as if you're sitting at the edge of something new, hopeful yet aware of an old tension, a sense that your energy, so natural to you, might be too much or arrive just a bit too soon for those around you. You sense the world watching, waiting to see how you'll step forward, and that awareness brings both anticipation and a whisper of self-doubt. It's not that you're shrinking, rather you're pausing, feeling the weight of your own light and wondering how best to share it. The sun rises within you this week, not as a sudden blaze, but as a gentle, steady warmth that refuses to be dimmed. You may notice your inner landscape brightening, a feeling of joy or clarity that seems to glow from the inside out. It's not loud, not brash, just quietly radiant. There's a recognition that something in you has survived the darker months of uncertainty and is now ready to be seen. You might catch yourself smiling for no reason, or feeling a surge of gratitude for small things, a morning coffee, a familiar face, the way sunlight falls across your table. Even if worries linger at the edges, they're softened by this growing sense of contentment. At times, you might feel almost childlike, eager to play, to connect, to celebrate simply being alive. But there's nuance here. This inner brightness doesn't erase all care. It coexists with a subtle longing for acceptance, for recognition, for your joy to ripple outwards without meeting resistance. You may find yourself reflecting on how you shine and whether your optimism is contagious or misunderstood. There could be moments where you hesitate to share your happiness, fearing it might be seen as naive or out of place. Yet beneath all this, your spirit stays true. You are not forcing your light. It's growing naturally, inviting you to trust its warmth. This week, you're living in the gentle tension between wanting to share your radiance and quietly checking if the world is ready to receive it. Both feelings are real and both deserve space. Your heart knows how to find its center here, allowing the light to flow without apology. As this quiet radiance grows, it seeks a place in the world. The warmth inside you stirs a desire to act, but it's not a careless urge. It's tethered to a sense of purpose, an awareness that your energy must be channeled. The gentle, steady glow within nudges you to consider where your efforts will matter most, and what it means to move forward with intention. You notice the ways your inner light wants to shape your days, and you begin to sense the first steps forming almost on their own. There's a subtle momentum building, a feeling that, if you listen closely, the path ahead will start to clarify. The tension between your longing to shine and your awareness of others' readiness becomes the ground from which your next actions will rise. You sense that your path is not just about expression, but about finding the right rhythm, the right pace, a way of moving that honors both your enthusiasm and the realities surrounding you. This unfolding brings you to a week shaped by the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Life asks you to balance your innate drive with deliberate, grounded effort. There is a steady pressure in your days now, a constant hum of responsibilities and routines that can feel both reassuring and relentless. You may find yourself pulled between wanting to leap ahead and needing to take things one careful step at a time. The world is not demanding grand gestures from you, but rather a quiet persistence, a willingness to do what needs to be done, even when the tasks feel repetitive or progress seems slow. This is not a week of shortcuts or dramatic changes. Instead, you move through your days with a kind of quiet determination, meeting each task as it comes, tending to details, and trusting that your small, consistent actions will build toward something meaningful. There may be moments when frustration surfaces, especially if you're eager for faster results or clearer recognition. You might feel weighed down by the need to prove yourself through effort or wonder if your steady work is truly seen. Yet beneath any friction there's an underlying sense of purpose. Your actions are not wasted. Each careful step, each patient choice is a way of honoring that inner light you've been nurturing. You don't need to rush. The process itself gives shape to your intention. The pressure you feel is not meant to stifle you, but to anchor your energy, helping you build something lasting. This week, the path is defined by the slow burn of commitment, the kind that transforms hope into reality, one mindful act at a time. This steady pace, this conscious engagement with each moment becomes the hinge on which your week turns. What's possible for you doesn't arrive by accident. It's shaped by how honestly you meet the daily pressures, how gently you hold both your eagerness and your impatience. The potential waiting for you is not a reward for perfection, but a quiet unfolding, a possibility that comes alive when you show up present and willing to your own experience. If you can meet the week with curiosity, if you allow each step to count, then something within you begins to shift. The future is not handed to you. It's cultivated in these small, conscious choices, in the way you honor both your energy and the world's pace. In this space, strength quietly reveals itself, not as force or bravado, but as a calm, rooted presence that grows from your willingness to stay with what is. You discover, perhaps unexpectedly, a soft resilience, a sense that you can be both gentle and unwavering at the same time. Challenges may arise, whether in the form of self-doubt, fatigue, or the slow grind of daily work. Yet as you move through these moments, you notice that your response is different now. Instead of bracing or pushing, you pause, breathe, and return to your center. This kind of strength is not about overpowering obstacles, but about remaining whole in their presence. It's an invitation to trust that you can hold your light steady, even when the world moves slowly or feels uncertain. Growth, in this sense, is not measured by what you achieve, but by how you stay true to yourself, how you temper your fire with patience and meet frustration with kindness. You may find it easier to accept your own humanity, to forgive your missteps, to show up for others in small, meaningful ways. The strength that emerges is quiet but profound. It doesn't ask for applause, it simply endures, making space for both your ambition and your tenderness. By the end of the week, you may sense that something in you has shifted, not because you forced it, but because you allowed yourself to be present, exactly as you are. When you step back, all three energies, your inner sun, the steady work of the Knight of Pentacles, and the quiet presence of strength, gather into a single living thread. Your week is not defined by a single moment, but by the way these parts of you weave together. The warmth you feel inside is not fleeting. It finds its expression in the small choices you make each day. The path before you may not be glamorous, but its quiet discipline gives you a sense of belonging to your own life. And within the rhythm of your daily actions, you discover a new kind of resilience, one that allows you to move forward without losing sight of your own light. Even if you encounter doubts or delays, you can rest in the knowledge that you are meeting the week honestly with all of yourself. This is the kind of reassurance that lasts. It's not about avoiding discomfort, but about trusting that you have what you need to meet whatever comes. The emotional tension you felt at the start softens, replaced by a grounded confidence. You don't have to shine all at once, nor do you need to hide your brightness. Each day is enough. Each step matters, and through it all you remain connected to the best of yourself, willing, steady, and quietly strong. Actionable insights for Aquarius this week. Some weeks the invitation is simply to meet your own warmth and effort with kindness. You might gently try letting your enthusiasm show, even in small ways. If you notice doubt or fatigue, you could give yourself an extra moment before moving on. It may feel grounding to bring your attention to one simple task at a time, letting each action stand on its own. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I breathe in and I feel my energy rise. I move at my own pace, steady and real. I belong here as I am. My strength grows quietly, rooted and sure. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.